Oil is essential to our everyday life. In 2019, we used up 100 million barrels just like this every day, mostly to fuel the cars, planes and ships that move us and our goods around the world. Then there's a fair bit that goes into power generation, heating buildings and other industrial uses. So what about the rest of it? This is where our oil dependency becomes even less visible. Because honestly, it goes into all kinds of stuff. If you refine the oil, you get products that go into making petrochemicals, such as ethylene and propylene. Petchems are in everything from plastic bags, toothbrushes and food packaging to detergents, paint, cosmetics and mattress foams. More than 16% of oil demand will be for non-combusted uses like these alone, and a big share of that is put into single-use plastics. This is definitely an area we can cut back on. In here, there's about 2 weeks of plastic consumption, if our video team is anything to go by. Most societies are starting to take recycling seriously, at least in the West, and vendors everywhere are promising to use less plastic. But this isn't the whole story. Petrochemicals are used in clothes. High street retailers make and sell huge amounts of synthetic materials. And a whole other branch called aromatics are essential for drugs like aspirin or ibuprofen. Oil is in our medicines. Now, making these products isn't quite the same as burning fossil fuels as we do in cars, but they do cause pollution hazards of their own. And to manage plastic waste, it's often incinerated, releasing carbon dioxide emissions at that point too. This is why we need to be honest with ourselves about how embedded oil is into our everyday life. Experts say we'll have to curb our addiction to oil if we're going to avoid the worst impacts of climate change. But kicking our habit is going to take more than just changing the cars we drive. So the sooner we start, the better.